Hello, Watch on Your Movie Madman, and I'm back. And today's Wednesday, so you know what's coming today, don't you? The next Marvel movie in the Marvel movie series that I've been doing every Wednesday. So today we're going to talk about Ant-Man, the first Ant-Man, the 4K one, yeah. Right, so this is Ant-Man. This is the first Ant-Man. There's a lot of firsts for this one. So let's show you the back cover. There's the back cover there. This is one of the collector's edition slip covers that they made before they decided they weren't going to do them anymore. So you've got the original one under there as well. Do you want to have a look at the discs, yeah? So you got some nice original artwork on the Blu-ray there, and then they've just copied the slip cover for the disc there for the 4K. But you know, that's cool because that was part of the collector's side of it anyway, wasn't it? Yep. So what do we have to say? What do we have to say about Ant-Man? So this is the first, this is probably one of the first Marvel movies that was written to be funny. Like the others are funny-ish when like the characters have banter with each other and they take the piss out of each other and things like that, but I'm pretty sure this was one of the ones that was written with the intention of being a comedy. When they first started talking about this, I'm pretty sure Edgar Wright was attached to the project, but then he dropped out, or they didn't want him, or I'm not really sure what happened there. If you guys know what happened with Edgar Wright and Ant-Man, let me know, yeah? Comments. The closing chapter of Phase 2. This is, don't know why they didn't just end Phase 2 on the Avengers movie like they did with the last phase, but for some reason they were like, oh, let's finish Phase 2 introducing a new character and giving you their origin story. How that was a good way to finish the phase, I don't know. They probably could have just put this for the first film in Phase 3. Would have made a bit more sense to do that, because then obviously Ant-Man is then introduced into Captain America Civil War, which was the first film in Phase 3. So in my opinion, I think it made a lot more sense to put this at the beginning of Phase 3. But I'm not Marvel Studios and I don't make these decisions, so for some reason they thought it was a good idea to put this at the end of Phase 2 instead. So don't know, can't really answer that one for you. So also, this is the first, I'm pretty sure this is the first ever Marvel movie that started to introduce scenes before the opening logos. So this is the first Marvel film where you have a scene before the opening logos even come up and it says Marvel Studios and all that shit. So there's that. That was a nice little original take. Talking about original, this was also one of the first films to be shot in 1.8, so there's no black bars for any of the film. So it does look a little bit like it's shot for IMAX, but don't be fooled by that. It's actually not. It's just shot in 1.8, so there's no black bars. Basically what Christopher Nolan does when he does his IMAX enhanced scenes for his Blu-rays, he puts those other bits in 1.8 to make the black bars disappear and all that sort of thing. So that's what they did for this. So if you were comparing this to Disney Plus, I would go as far as to say that this looks a lot better than on Disney Plus. There's no question about that. This easily looks better than it does on Disney Plus. I love Paul Rudd in this movie. I quite like Paul Rudd as an actor anyway. He's quite a funny person off camera as well as on camera, so I'm willing to bet that he brought a lot of that character type to the character of Ant-Man, because Ant-Man's always been quite a funny character anyway, and I think Paul Rudd adds a lot to that. So I mean, if you guys aren't really fans of Paul Rudd, then you probably won't like this, but I'm a fan of Paul Rudd. I've watched a lot of his stuff from when he began. Like, I remember Paul Rudd in Clueless. Do you guys remember seeing Paul Rudd in Clueless, eh? That's an old film now, isn't it? I'm starting to show my age. Kate from Lost is in this as well. So that's quite exciting. Evangeline Lilly, who plays Kate in Lost, was quite happy to see her in one of her first roles since Lost, so that was quite nice to see that as well. You've got Michael Douglas in this as well. All in all, you've got a good solid cast there, which is pretty good, isn't it? Got to love a good cast in a good movie. Good. It's really good 4K, if that helps. That's why you really clicked on this, isn't it? Because most of you have already seen Ant-Man, so I don't really have to fill you in with what it's about and who's in it, even though I just told you who's in it, but whatever. 4K wise, it looks really good. It's got some really bright colours in there. The CGI looks pretty good in this one. I love the little moment where he shrinks for the first time and he's running around. I'm pretty sure he lands on a record or something like that. Like, how they shot stuff like that is beyond me. But Corey Stoll as your bad guy in this one. It was nice to see Corey Stoll playing a bad guy. I remember him in House of Cards. What a performance in House of Cards. Corey Stoll in House of Cards was absolutely incredible. Broke my heart when Kevin Spacey kills him off in House of Cards. That was a really sad moment for me. But yeah, this is about Ant-Man, so yeah, I'm not gonna talk about Ant-Man anymore, because you know you're bored already, aren't you? So surprisingly enough, I'm actually going to be back tomorrow as well. So you're going to get 5 videos this week. That's exciting for you, isn't it? I hope it's exciting for you anyway. Just wanted to say a massive thank you to all of the people that have said congratulations for hitting 300 subscribers. I wasn't planning on making a big thing of getting 300 subscribers. I mean, my best bet would have been to do a review for the film 300, but I've already done that, so I didn't bother doing that. But you know, you've got 5 videos this week, so maybe that can be your best exciting celebration. Yeah, we'll go with that. Okay, I'm going to go though, because I've got to edit this and get it online. Yeah, I'm not going to say anything else, alright? Bye. Okay, if you could like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'm going to fuck off. Okay? Goodbye.